union called Hospital Students Union, but no cultural program, nothing of this sort, which is of high quality and great, and the technology which is the most great input in this. The moment I joined this service, and afterward onwards, I have put in 38 years of service. I have learned one thing in my life, that whenever there's a function of students and the teachers, I must participate in that. Whether it is the function of some municipal school or some college or some other institutions or universities. Because you know the importance of students and teachers. Most of you must have heard and learned about that. In the Second World War, when the war was going on, at one point of time, the Allies felt that they were going to lose the battle. So there was a marathon session going on in the cabinet, and the subject matter of the cabinet was what we should protect first, which area of the population, which size of the area, which part of the population we should protect. And then, as you know, that cabinet consists of 10-15 ministers, and the session went on for about, some said that we must first protect our leaders, our prime minister, our ministers, and the senior bureaucrats, because unless or until they are there, nobody is going to lead us. Some said, no, it's not like that. We first protect army and the paramilitary forces, because without them we cannot fight and win this war. Some said that we must protect these farmers, because unless or until farmers are there, how going to survive over the ration and all that. After a long and lengthy discussion of about 3-4 hours, what the unanimity came and what view was confirmed and what emerged at the last moment is that we must protect the students and the teachers. If we have good students, we have good leaders. If we have good teachers, we have good leaders, we have good scientists, we have good doctors, we have good engineers. So it has been my practice in the past 38 years. Whenever I go for some function which is called by the students and the teaching community, I have attended all, and in future also, so for I'm there, I'll attend these sort of meetings. I don't have nothing more to say about this, because as you know, when you go from here, most of you will discuss about the cultural evening, which part of the function was the best, which dance was the best, which music was the best, and all of you must have different opinion about that. But there is one unanimity, one single view, that which is the worst part of the function, that is the lengthy and boring speech of the chief guest. So I will be very brief. I won't say much about this thing. You know that as His Holiness the Dalai Lama said, or you must have read somewhere, that we all creatures on this earth, we all human beings, we all creatures on this earth, we are visitors on this planet. We come and go, say at the most 60, 70, 80 years, and if you remain so long, it is around 100, 110 years. And what is the true meaning of life? True meaning of life is that you do something good to society. You do something good to society, something good to your neighbors, something good to your country, something good to your place, your valley, your state. That is the true meaning of life. Man is not born for himself alone, for his family, but he is born about the welfare of all human beings whenever he serves and that. You know that when we come here, what we see and what we do, all of us cannot become leaders, all of us cannot become ministers, all of us cannot become senior bureaucrats, All of us cannot become doctors, very eminent interest. What you should do is, whatever the society has given to you, then if you perform your duty best, that is the most valuable thing in your life. When I wrote this police exam in 1975, the topic was, patriotism is not the monopoly of politicians only. In normal parlance, what we say that Nehruji was a very patriotic person, Gandhiji was a patriotic person. And what I wrote in that exam is that patriotism has no scale. If a person on the border of our country, if he is a spy, if he performs his duty well, his patriotism is no different than the patriotism of our Prime Minister. Whatever the society and the system has given it to you, if you perform that duty well, you are the great patriot. Patriotism has no scale. That's why wherever we go, all of the students are here, wherever we go, we must do our duty, we must perform our duty well. That is the most precious thing in our life. Now, this is very stage. When I was in BA Part 3rd in Dharamshala, when Mr. P.N. Sharma was our principal, he was teaching us English. He said that you write an essay on youth festival. So what I wrote was, I only wrote a single line. I said that this is a misnomer. Youth itself is a festival. Youth is itself a festival. It needs no festival. And he has given the 100% marks to me. I didn't write anything more than that. So youth itself, the way you see the culture program presented by our students, they were so fantastic. They were so good, this thing in their art, that youth itself is a festival. In the end, I would like to thank all of you, those who are present here, and for giving me this opportunity to come over as the chief guest. And one thing I would like to add today, that we don't have any inventory of who's who. So far as this district Kinnaur and Darchula in this Uttarakhand, they have got an inventory of all the officers, brahmacharis, whoever is there, they have made an inventory. So they meet every year. Not only that, in Darchula, in Pithoragarh districts, they call the chief minister, they call the other ministers, and they give very big demand to them. So we must have we must initiate. If you take some initiative, we must all collect, we must call so that they can help each other, they can render services to each other persons like that. So I don't say much about this evening. The performance where they have shown here is excellent. I would like to thank all of you for having invited me and my wife for this evening. Thank you.